Wait.
Hello, everyone. It's Valerie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. We have Sally, the Upside Down Picker, and we have Kathy with Why Nots.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
Good. Busy.
Ready for a little posh talk?
Yes, definitely.
Get all those questions. Well, hello there, Mister. What's
He's ready for posh talk too.
hmm? What do you want? Hmm? Can you go lay down? Yeah, go lay down. Come on, scram.
But he wants to help out.
All right. Everybody's coming in. We got Val and Eric and Maggie Doodle and Swamp Picker and Shantae, Farmall Fanatic. Hey, hey. There's Mary. Welcome, everyone. Glad
Hey.
to see a nice full chat room there. I needed to write something down pertaining to, amount. Oh, let's see. Just so I wouldn't lose it. Because otherwise I'd think about it and it would just go. There you go. That sounds like a good singles chat lounge, right?
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
That's cool.
Swamp's away from 2,000 followers. Woohoo!
Good.
One
Good
way.
job.
1999.
It was.
All right. So we've got a few questions. If you guys have any questions out there, just put like a question mark in front of the question, and that way we can grab them. I hope everybody's having a good day. I think I got one sale on Poshmark and one sale on eBay today.
Okay.
So and the Poshmark sale was I didn't even have to send them an offer.
Oh, I like those.
They just bought it.
That's
Yeah,
good.
those are the best kind.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, Mary. Been a full week with no sales on Poshmark. So someone sent me an offer and I took it just
Yeah.
to get a sale. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
It's been a while for me too, so I think mine's because I'm not sharing my closet as much as I am everybody else's. I've been trying to get mine in order, so just trying to get it in order. So I got it there. So time to work. I got my share love out, so we'll still be doing that, but just time to work on me now.
Yep. Hello, Ansley.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey,
Hey,
Swag
Ashley.
Raven. How you doing? How you doing? Um,
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
she in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I
on
thought
mute.
she was gonna try and get away with not coming in.
I know. I tried not to.
Nope, nope, it ain't
Good
gonna
luck with
work.
that one.
Ain't gonna work. Hey, posh pitters. There you go. I like that. Hey, Johanna. You just need to go lay down. Yeah.
You didn't like that.
Hey, John. Ringo. Knock it off. 1 minute. I'm gonna get him a chew thing.
She's gonna get him something, that's for sure.
He ain't having it.
Oh, Mom. You want one of these?
In the
So
car.
you and Ringo can fight, or you and you and Elvis can fight over it.
Take care of the babies first.
Oh my gosh. Here, you want one of those? Take it or leave it, buddy. Okay, I'm back. So let's see, where should we start?
You want to do Nikki's question first?
Sure.
Over here. I put one over here. And she's, let's see. Are there higher levels than ambassador, or is ambassador the highest you can go?
Ambassador is the highest you can go. Unless you want to buy the company.
Yeah. If you do that, can you give us an extra discount, please?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they don't have steps or anything like that. So, you know, it's a challenge to get there. And it's really a challenge to, I guess, to get there is more of a challenge, but you know, you want to keep that status. I mean, they're not going to take it away from you. I don't know if they do that or not. But I kind of see it as like the same level as a top rated seller. You know, it just means that you're doing everything the right way. You're sending the packages on time. You're, you know, wrapping them up in a, you know, your packaging is good. You're not doing the wrong thing. You're doing the right thing. So that's kind of how I see it. And it took you, you know, it probably took everybody on eBay. It probably took a while to get to top rated seller. And sometimes, you know, you lose it because of a, you know, a glitch, not a glitch, but, you know, a problem. And then it takes some time to get that back. And once you get it back, it makes you feel good that you are back on track, I guess you could say. So,
Yeah.
that's kind of the way I look at it. Do you agree, Kathy?
I agree, yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I need to get in another screen here because I'm not seeing anything. Okay. So Shantae asked, do party hosts get chosen? That's my next goal, if they even allow that. I believe so. Right? Like they have a co-host.
Yeah, they have co-hosts, they have hosts, and they have co-hosts. I think you have to submit something to do a party. If I had to look into it more, but I think you have to submit like a form or something to host a party yourself.
Okay.
I've never done one, so I don't know.
I don't even know what you would do in a party. Like if you're hosting it, like what would you do? Like sit there for 3 hours? I don't know. I don't even know what to do.
Well, I think you go out and pick like host picks. Like you go through and you get all, you know, and then share all their stuff. I'm not really sure either. I've never really got into that. So that is something I probably do need to research more. The same way though, Carol.
I'll wait till I get picked. Then I'll be like, oh no, wait a minute, I gotta figure this out.
You'll let us know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Deborah had a question. I was told when you sell an item in Poshmark that it's not eBay. Let's see, that's not eBay. It's not like eBay or Etsy. You have to wrap up the item pretty, put a thank you card, plus a free gift. How does everyone else wrap their items? I use different colored tissue paper and a few colors to choose from the dollar store. Yep, free gift is a Disney pin. I have a crap ton of them. Well, that's a good gift, but you don't have to give a gift. I myself, I wrap mine in tissue paper and I put a thank you card in when I remember. Sometimes what usually happens is I get it all wrapped up and put it in the poly mailer, and then I close it up and I've forgotten to put the thank you card in. That's usually what happens to me. So I'm trying to get
pull
better
an
at it.
eBay. I pull it eBay. I throw it in a box, and there you go.
Yeah.
Although lately I have extra jewelry, so I've been throwing jewelry, and
Well, that's nice.
I don't do a thank you note. I don't even wrap it in tissue. Unless it's like really, really expensive. But even then, I still don't. I don't even know. I can't. So like everybody out there has to realize you don't have to do like super pretty. And then some people, I've bought stuff, and some people try like doing it super pretty, and what they think is pretty and what I think is pretty are two different things.
Exactly.
So I think it looks tacky, and they think it looks like, oh my God, like they gave me like this beautiful thing, and I think it looks horrible. I'd rather have them just throw it in an envelope. So it's all relative. But if I could throw it in an envelope and do it, anybody can do it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm like the guinea pig. I'm like the worst one on the panel. So everybody else can listen. Like Val puts it pretty. Kathy does it pretty. Oh, you don't do it pretty, Kathy? Oh, so Kathy's like me.
Kathy don't do pretties. No, ma'am.
Sally, do you do pretty?
I do tissue paper and
Oh, see, it must be a family.
no, it's like one piece of tissue paper, and I wrap it nicely, but then like I didn't have any thank you cards, and so I had a deck of playing cards that were like Japanese style, and so I started writing on those with permanent marker. Thank you for your purchase, and I put a playing card in there.
Oh, that's cool.
That is kind of that's different. Yeah, I like that. See, that something like that I think is kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to think outside the box sometimes, and you know.
I used to wrap everything up for eBay. I used to wrap everything up, but then I always end up running out of stupid tissue paper. So like, and then I'm like, oh my God. And it's nothing worse when you're trying to ship something out and you don't have like shipping, paper or bubble wrap. There's nothing worse, or tape. It's like, I don't know what it is. I live a whole like not even 2 miles from a Walmart. I live in the city, so like it's not even 2 miles. It's probably like 1.3. I could walk there, but just to get in the car and go, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. But and the way that you do it, I mean, you haven't had any issues with like, getting.
And I've been selling on eBay, and I've been selling on eBay, and my stuff is good. Like my stuff is clean. If people are surprised, they're like, "Oh, it's clean. I fold it nice." But if I do have tissue, like I used to always do it, but I run out, and then I hate. I don't know. It's just I always run out. It's like I should just go and buy online and get like a stack like this, because I do like it in tissue, but I just run out, and then I just never go get some, and then I do get some, and all of a sudden I do like 5, and I do like 20 million sheets. Like I have to, if I wrap it, it's like
that's why you run out.
Well, the paper's like this long. I swear to God, the tissue, right? And then you have this like plus size pants. It's like you can't just fold it, so I have to put one flapping on this side, one flap. It's a mess. It's a total mess. I'm better off just throwing it in the envelope, especially like pants, throwing it in the envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, sometimes that's, I do realize that, a lot of times, especially now that you can use the priority envelopes, you put it in a flat rate mailer and send it on its way.
I put it in a bubble mailer. I put it in different things. Yeah.
Send that sucker out. There you go.
And if anybody's talking to me, if anybody's talking to me on the chat, I can't read the chat because I reset my iPad and I can't get logged back into YouTube.
Oh, no.
I forget my stupid account.
Oh, no.
So now after I get off of this, I got to figure out my account. See, if I have all these problems and I can actually sell something, anybody, I'm talking about anybody can. I'm not even like, I'm not even right.
I like that shirt.
Oh,
like
thank you.
Cute.
Thanks. I took a shower for this.
Wow, I feel special.
No,
La, la.
I know. No, I always joke with Dwayne because how he after his things used to have like after chats or whatever, and they give me the link. Well, I'm on the East Coast, so like he's in Utah, so it's like 9:00 his time. It's midnight my time. So every time you see me, I be coming out of the shower. Well, not coming out of the shower, but my hair be wet. I be sitting there like, hey, I may be ugly, but I'm clean. I did the lawn today. I've been like killing myself in the yard.
Oh yeah, good old yard.
So how's everybody's sales been on Poshmark? Mine have been.
Yeah. I said
It must be the tissue paper. I should start using it.
Tissue paper. I refuse. No. I did that. No. Still got okay scores. I'm good.
It's been really slow. Although I have to say, I didn't really spend as much time because you would never know what my yard still looks a mess, but I was working for 3 days for 8 hours straight outside in the yard, like pulling weeds. I sprained my wrist, pulling weeds out, doing mulch, doing all kinds of stuff. So I really didn't have time, and I listed stuff at night, but I really wasn't sharing as much as I should have. And so I really didn't do much. And I don't know if that was what made me not get a lot of sales, or it's just been slow. My eBay has been dead. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
It may be a combination of, all of them too. I mean, eBay has, Poshmark hasn't been super. I think I had three going out.
I had a couple today, but I went a whole week though with nothing. Like during the week, it was only since I came the other night. I took a tub up I had of all gloves and hats, and so I just started listing a whole bunch, and then it seemed like I got some activity.
Yeah,
I'm up to I think I'm up to 800 items now.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. No, I want to be at 0. So no, I am going in the wrong direction. I need to be going the other way. See, you want to have I only have 10. That's what you want. I have the opposite. Every week, it's like next week I'll be like, I'm up to 1,000. I'm up to 2,000. It's supposed to be going the opposite way, not going up. It's not a good sign when it goes up.
So I found out something today from another live stream that was going on. They were just what do you call it? They were just listing. It was like a listing party. Heather Smith. And so I was over there, and she said, because I was under the impression that I was right around 400 listings on Poshmark. But it
includes your sold.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, mine's not including the solds. I have 100 and something sold. I have that many. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not funny. It's it's sad. So please, everybody, buy from me. Just kidding. I'm just joking.
Hey, Carol. So when it says how many listings you have, that is your total.
That was what you always had.
That's your listed and your solds.
Okay. Right.
So
you have to go into your Posh stats to see what you have active.
Right, exactly. Okay. So, and I think I had 311. So,
Valerie's creeping on you, Carol.
I have 705. I'm sorry, 705, totaling $17,000. I don't know if you guys can read that, but
poor woman.
Okay, I'm not lying. This is how stupid I am.
No.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It is because you know what? You don't really have to. I mean,
no, and I have a husband, and for everybody, me and Brian are not married. We've been together for 21 years. I was married before, he was married before. We never got married, whatever. But I call him my husband because it's easier than saying my boyfriend for 21 years. When you're 50, it's not funny anymore, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, he works, so I don't really have to make. So for me, it's a little bit easier. And I always worked a couple jobs. I had a good paying job. I saved, you know what I mean? I'm in a little bit different position. I'm also 50. going on 51. So it's a little bit, I'm in a different stage than maybe some other people are. So like, don't take me saying, oh, how can she just go out and spend all that? Yeah, I didn't. I had to bust my butt to get to this point in life, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
And you do what you have to do to.
Yeah. And that's the way it goes.
Yeah, and if he didn't work, then it'd be a different story. Then I'd have to really like, okay, I'd have to target only certain brands. So if you're doing it for a living per se, you really have to, you know, maybe I'd have to be a little bit more choosy where I'm like, cray.
But you know,
picking stuff out.
Wait, we love you, Carol.
Yeah, well, I'm only being honest because I do want people to know that, you know, if you look at me, well, you say, wow, she has 700 items in there, but I also, you know.
But I don't know. That's not a bad thing. I always see that, you know, the more items you have, the more variety, you know, the more sales you can potentially get. As long as you stay active, you know, you're listing, you know, 5, 10 a day or whatever, you know, 20.
I do like that about Posh because eBay, I'm out of listings. I've been out of listings forever. So I'm not going to get any activity until next month. You know what I mean? I think my activity is going to slow down for the next week because I'm not listing anything because I can't. I have nothing left. You know, I had the big store and I went down.
Well,
you know?
I mean, but don't look at it that way also. I mean, your listing is 10 cents. You know, if you list something and for $30 and it sells, then you've paid for 300 listings.
I know, but then it kills me that I have to pay extra 10 cents. And the way I have 1,500, maybe 1,600 waiting to be relisted. So if I relisted all those, I mean, that's a lot of money,
but
even at that
just
10
do
cents.
it a little bit at a time. I know.
I refuse to.
I know.
I just refuse that. I'm just like getting to that point that it's like, and I've done that. I've done that in the past, but then what happens is, I don't know if you guys look at the reports. Like, everybody else does spreadsheets. My spreadsheet is done by eBay. At the end of the month, you get an invoice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an accountant, so like you think I would be anal. I'm not, because they do it. So why go redo it again?
Right.
But when I was paying to relist certain things, my percentage of what I was making was less. You know, I mean, some months it was really bad. So I'm like, I don't like that percentage going up high. So I said, no, I'm going to stop it. And that's when I started pushing some more stuff over to Poshmark. And I do like it that you can put anything on there at any time. That's smart of them because they want the sale. I'll pay the 20% at the end because then I know what I'm making. And I really do. I do like, I know eBay's the bigger seller. I mean, I make more money on eBay, but I do like the calculations, you know what I mean, on Poshmark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How it's so easy and at your fingertips.
I like it that I can see the total amount because otherwise I'm saying, well, did I really make money? Because then you have the PayPal fee, you have this fee. Yeah, you know, unless you follow it all the way through, which I don't. And some people do, and that's great. But when you're a bulk seller like I am, and I do a lot of volume, if I went every item that I listed and had to do each one, I'd be like, it'd be a lot. I'd have to get like those little skewers and, you know, skew everything because it'd be too much. It's not like, then it's not worth my time. I'm better off doing a few, you know? So I do like it at Poshmark though. If you pay something for $3 and you know your profit's going to be $15, you say, hey, do I want to take $15 profit? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it, you know, especially if you have it for a while. You don't care. You just want to like, get rid of it. That's how I feel about everything. It's like, as long as I make a profit, I'm like, okay. At this point, even if I sold everything what I paid for, I'd still be okay because I'd be like, wow, where did all this money come from?
You're so funny.
Now, Sally, you only pick your stuff. You only get free stuff. Is that why you call the upside down picker? I know you went.
Yeah,
you said you went to the thrift.
Yeah, I thrift, you know, and I do yard sales and stuff like that. I went to a yard sale today. Got a bunch of stuff, but I get my stuff either really super cheap or I get it for free. My brother-in-law, he does storage units, so I get some of that stuff for free. You know, he just gives me stuff,
So yours is all profit. So anything you're like, okay, I'll take it.
And pretty much like I kind of got a big mouth. I kind of get a big mouth. I was working at the store last night, and there's this guy that comes up from Detroit. He comes to his condo here across the street from the store, and brings all of his kids, and they stay for like 2 months, and so they got money. Well, I mentioned that I sell on eBay, and he goes, "Well, hey, I'm gonna bring you a AC unit, a air conditioning unit for a window, and I'm gonna bring you a, I guess it's a cooler for a keg." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, bring it! I'll take it." I said, "Do you want anything for it?" "Nope, I'm giving it to you." "Okay."
Wow.
You just take stuff like that. I kind of have a big mouth, and I feel like that will, kind of potentially, lead to some open doors. Now he's going to think of me every time he has something to give away,
Sally, when it comes to wearing like a neck brace and an arm thing, saying, "Yeah, I'm just trying to make a living. If I only had more stuff."
People will think of me when they have something to give away,
Yeah.
So
Party at
No, that's great.
Like said.
Exactly.
Hell no, I'm selling that sucker.
Oh man.
Wow. All right. So the next question, Swamp Picker. When sharing my items, do they see them? I see people who share my items in the news. Yeah, that's where that's going to be at.
Your news, yeah. You'll see what they shared of your item,
right?
Or if any offers, but it shares it on the feed on Poshmark. That's what they see it, but you can see it on. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what he's asking.
Sharing my items. Do they see them?
So they're not seeing it in the news. They're seeing it in a feed, like how Facebook
the main feed. Yeah.
I think
like
how
Facebook has different things from different people, come on your page. That's how it is. That's how their feed is.
Right. And I like that because it has that ripple effect. So, we share, you share, everybody shares.
Remember that commercial they used to have? I forget who it was. You told 2 friends and so on. It was like a Breck shampoo.
Yeah.
I told 2 friends and she told 2 friends and so on and so on. And it was like, 100 people.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the concept. I am really, really digging Poshmark. I really like it.
Well, it's socially fueled. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I know that there's probably some things like, how eBay has, free shipping, and you do this and you do this and you do this, and that gets you pushed up to the search and all of that. I'm sure that Poshmark has some of that, but I think it's mainly fueled by sharing and activity and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And the self-promoting, I think is a big deal for me. I think everybody should. I know, Carol, I share my store. I'm conceited about my store.
No, you're smart. I wish I had that. I'm jealous of it, Val. For real.
And I got off track. Probably last week I got off track of doing it every 2 hours, and I seen a difference, a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I didn't do it that much this week, and I saw a difference. Yeah. And you can do it anywhere. You just do a little bit. You do,
And it seems like so much is socially driven anyway. With Facebook Marketplace and you can have your own business on Facebook. Everything's so socially. Instagram, people are selling on Snapchat. Yeah. So all it is another socially generated platform.
It is. It's what. Right. Yeah. Now, do any of you guys sell on Facebook Marketplace in your areas?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few items on there.
And how does that work? I mean, I know this is off Posh Talk. Sorry, guys,
No,
but I just want. You know how I feel about. I don't have Facebook, but like I used to sell on Craigslist, and then because I was sold on Craigslist, like my sister would give me stuff like of her stuff to sell, not for me to keep, but so I'd be doing everybody else's stuff too because I was home, you know. But it has slowed down, and I tried the other apps, and they don't seem to be as good. But I know Facebook Marketplace, they say it's. I mean, and everybody that's on Facebook loves Facebook,
Right.
so I didn't know if it was a good place to sell.
Because they have the offer up, they have the let go, they have the garage sale, and each one of those apps do differently in different cities. That's what I found
OfferUp doesn't.
So you really have to.
OfferUp didn't do. I mean, I sold a few things on OfferUp here, not too many. I just sold something last week on Craigslist, but it's slower. You know, it used to be Craigslist used to be like, you know, but I just didn't know if Facebook was any better.
Facebook Marketplace, I think a lot of people are on there looking for things. And I think you would probably get more.
I know, but you know how I feel about Facebook. Oh, I hate it.
I know.
But I like money.
Yeah.
So I'm torn.
Yeah. It would solve a lot of things if you just got
It would solve a lot of my problems. Can I log on to my YouTube because I can't get the password? I'm so screwed. I don't know why I reset my stuff. I just did it the other day, and then I was trying to log in while you guys were starting. I'm like, what the hell?
Just remember it's all Google.
Now my earbuds. Whoops. Whoops.
Yeah, right?
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
It's okay,
Carol.
This is why you have me on the show.
Absolutely.
Just say, like, if this idiot can do it, anybody can.
No.
Not at all.
No, we love you.
Not at all.
Where's Angie anyway?
I don't know. I sent her a link.
That little devil, huh? She gets out of it.
I
hate being on video. I hate my face on video.
Just don't look at yourself. It's easy.
No, I don't want to look at myself, but I don't want anybody else to look at me either. I'm used to avoiding my look, you know.
Everybody hates the way they, I just don't look at myself. I just look over.
I didn't even know I had an accent until I came on YouTube.
I know, right?
Until people said something, and then I heard it, and I'm like, I do. In my head, I don't have one.
You have an awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
In my head, honest to God, in my head, I do not have an accent. I sound totally normal. It's just when it comes out, it's not working right.
I love listening to you talk, Carol.
I find it annoying. I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand myself. I said, if I ever had a friend that was like myself, I'd hate them.
And you know what? I can't mimic it. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, that's a bonus. It's so bad that you can't even do it.
Seriously, I've tried and I cannot mimic it.
Well, the whole thing around here, and we don't notice it, is this instead of like car, you say car, right?
Car.
All right. It's AH. We say car.
Car.
We don't say an R, so it's AH. So so like car, park.
I gotta
park the car. And
Okay.
we call like
Say dog.
Well, we call it let me see, a packy, a package store, which is where you buy liquor, a liquor store.
Okay.
We call it a packy.
A packy.
Yeah, go down to the packy and get
some beers.
It's a what? Get some beers, yeah. Get some beers down at the packy.
Beers.
Go take my car.
Beers.
Go take my car. Go down to the packy, get some beers.
My car.
Don't forget the dog. The dog.
No, I think we say dog regular.
No.
I don't. It's usually we don't. It's not normal. Oh. This has now become a roast to Carol. Posh Pit is gone.
You're funny. You are hilarious.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hilarious. I'm hilarious, all right. And I always say I'm only YouTube nice. I'm really mean in person. I'm very vicious. I'm only nice
Really?
on YouTube.
Oh,
I
Yes,
don't
I'm only
believe
YouTube nice.
that.
This is a fake.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
this is a
don't
creation I've made up.
No.
Just
don't
ask Brian. No, I
don't
can be
believe
mean when I
that.
want to be. No, I can be mean when I want to be. I'm actually a really sweet person down deep, but I'm very crusty on the outside.
Okay. I can see how that,
Yeah.
we all have our little quirks about us,
Well,
though. You
Well,
know.
when you're sensitive, I'm a sensitive person, so like
I am
you'll
sensitive
have to
too.
build up a tough. Yeah,
Right.
so you have to build up a tough outside, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to animals. Toby, let me get my toe. I'm in my my porch. Come here.
Your
Even the
porch.
dog doesn't want to be near me. Okay.
If that's your porch, I want to live there.
I know, me
This is my
too.
well. It's an enclosed porch. It's inside. It's a
Oh.
3-season. Yeah. This is where I do my because that's like an outside window.
Yeah.
Originally, yeah. No, this is a porch. I only have a small area.
Yeah.
There's a couch and that's it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It
Oh
Can I
my
rent
God.
your
Even my dog
porch?
doesn't want to come near me now. Really? Like, the dog's supposed to love you no matter what. Toby, come here. I got to put my YouTube persona on. Come here. Toby.
Nope.
Oh my God, is he dead? Toby.
Oh
Oh my, he's not moving. He's not even moving. He's not budging.
Is he alive?
I don't know. If he's dead, I don't want to know till after the show. Because
He's fine.
he was out there. He was helping me mow the lawn. So maybe that's why he's tired. We've been doing it all week.
He's
I
tired.
have a Toby
Okay,
too,
back
Carol.
to Posh. Yeah, dog's named Toby, that little guy that you hold?
Yeah, well, no, that's Prancer, but his brother is a black and white Chihuahua, and his name is Toby.
Oh. I love dogs.
My daughter's dog he's a pug, and his name is Toby also. He's old. He's like 15 years old.
Oh, I wish my dogs lived to 15.
Yeah. All right.
Back to Posh.
Back on track here.
See what happens? This is why I don't come on. Look, it's the Carol
That's
show.
perfect. No, that's the way.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. How many thumbs down do you have? I can't see it. I can't see. It's not on my book.
Don't worry about that.
Let's see. So Karen's at the beach says, crazy question. Do you think do any of you think eBay is threatened by Poshmark? No.
No.
No, they're threatened by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
one
where a
time,
lot of
one
their-
time I saw on, I don't even know who it was because I just go in and out of different things or whatever. And I don't really watch that many resellers. You think I would, but they were at one of those get-togethers they have in, I think in California, or I don't even know where they have it. They had this little, once a month they get together. It's like a eBay whatever. And they did a video of it when they were doing some changes. And they were saying they were trying to get, they were kind of coming out. They didn't say Amazon, but they were trying to say, and the person that was videotaping said, oh, they sell on Amazon. And they were saying, are you trying to go that route? And they said, yeah, kind of. So they're trying to be an Amazon.
Yeah.
Which isn't good. That's why they were saying that they wanted to put on certain products and they were trying to make people put like UPC numbers in there. So like, just like on Amazon, it would show, you know,
Yeah.
the lowest price first or whatever, you know, which isn't good for people that are reselling to be.
Right.
I don't really like Amazon, to be honest with you.
That race to the bottom. I've sold on Amazon, and you know, that was one thing that drove me crazy. Was it was just a fight. You know, you'd basically be fighting for a penny, you know, for someone to come underneath you and you know, cut you off. And that's
I only put up a few toys one year, but I probably still have them up there. I don't even know if I ever took them down. It might still be up there. I better look. I put a few up, and I sold one, but I did it like myself to ship it, not them, like merchant fulfilled. But that was years ago. But I sold like one thing, and I'm like, oh, it's not really worth it. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Poshmark, I can get into it. And I'm not like a social media person. You know, I don't like Facebook, and I don't do Instagram and all those things. So. But I like that. I like the, I don't know, the way it goes. I don't know. Yeah. I like the whole vibe over there. Yeah, the how and it is definitely like for the younger kids like that. They like to see it, click on it, buy it, everything on the phone. They like to do everything on the phone. Right. I mean, me, I still like my desktop. I still like to go to my desktop. I'm faster with the desktop, so like, and I'm going to the eye doctor on Friday, but I can't see as good, so like sometimes. And then with my fat fingers, it feels like I can never hit the right letters. I always hit like the wrong letters, and then it takes me longer sometimes on the phone.
It's okay. It's all right, Carol. I understand.
Times are tough. Yeah, times are tough.
They are. So yeah, I would say that eBay is not threatened by Poshmark because compared to eBay, eBay is this huge entity. Poshmark's just a little dot. Yeah. So I don't think that they're. I think eBay wants those large volume. Drop shipping, type of sellers. I think that's what they're looking for. They're kind of evolving into that. And that was one of the reasons, why I wanted to find different platforms because I didn't want to base everything just on eBay. I wanted to have something.
If eBay would have realized it though, their whole platform was born on resellers. Like anybody, well, when I first did it back in 1998. I was like early on. Okay. I was just selling my clothes because I used to spend a lot of money on clothes. And after a while, you didn't want to wear them because, so I started selling and it was just fun. It was like, and I used to make so much money back in the day because it was like, there's only so many things. And it was just, they only did auctions and everybody would bid up. It was fun. But it was all, I saw small sellers. That was their whole thing, was the small seller. It wasn't the big company. So that's what made them who they are today. And they forget that. They want the big guys. It's okay to have the big guys. It's okay to have sometimes they'll have Coach come in and they'll do a big sale or they'll have, but I mean, they need to I don't know. I think they're going to fight themselves. Oh, bless you. Bless you. I think they're going to screw themselves in the long run if they don't take care of the smaller sellers as well. I mean, I understand you want to have an even keel.
Yeah.
But the little guys are the ones that built them. It wasn't the big guys. It was all little people selling stuff out of their closets. Kind of like a Posh thing. It was all small starting out. You had stuff, you sold what you had.
Right. Exactly. I completely agree.
And I think they're kind of wanting best of both worlds right now too. Like, because they still want that, but they also want that big box seller. They want the people that are selling high volumes and, that people are looking, things that people are looking for, trending items and less of the one-offs, but, they still want, because they couldn't cut us out completely because if they did, they would be losing so much money from us. Right. So they have to kind of with all these new things that they're trying, they have to kind of say, okay, well, what if we do it this way, but we still let them do it this way, and don't change it completely. And so that they can kind of make both happy.
They're afraid of Amazon is what they're afraid of. So they're trying to compete with Amazon, whichever way they can do it. And Amazon, and it's so funny because I have a brother, who buys everything from Amazon. He doesn't realize that it could be from me that he was buying stuff from. It's because I don't sell on Amazon, but he thinks, oh, I bought it on Amazon Prime. Well, it doesn't matter because Joe down the street could have went to Walmart, bought all these toys and sent it in. And you're not really buying from Amazon. I mean, you're getting the Amazon box is what you get. Right. It's the same difference. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like he doesn't understand, but I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin I don't want to ruin the fantasy for him. He loves it.
Oh no, I run it for him. I tell him quickly. No, that's a small time seller right there. You buying?
Oh, he'd be like, well, no, he's like.
But I've done the same thing, though. I mean, it is because my father-in-law blames eBay for a problem he has. Like, you can't blame eBay for that problem because that's another seller. That ain't eBay selling that to you.
Right.
So that's
just the platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have to.
My brother, see, because it's not merchant fulfilled, he just assumes because it comes from the warehouse, but it doesn't matter. It's whether you get it in a box from me and a box from Amazon, it's the same thing.
Right.
And it's funny how people don't really get that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think
Poshmark's like a little community. Poshmark, like all the girls, I say girls, not that there's not guys on there, but everybody, we're all like girly, you know what I mean? We're all like, oh, let's all sell the shoes to each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like having a party and having all your friends come over and say, oh, let's look at all the stuff. That's what it's like. It's all like girly stuff. Think about it. It's not like hard goods. It's all shoes and, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, girl stuff. So they got the little area. And I like it. I really do. I wish sales would pick up. I wish it was a little bit more for me. You know, I know some people really kill it, but for what I get, you know, for what I can get, and you know, I'm doing okay, but it's not like it wouldn't pay my bills, put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's a good supplement for me. I mean, definitely. But I do like it, but I enjoy it. So if I enjoy it and I still make like $100 or $200 a month, then like it's worth it. Like it's almost like fun time. I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah, I don't feel like it's
work. It doesn't seem as tedious as eBay does.
No.
And I'm not sure why.
I don't know either, because you're doing the same thing.
I think because you put it on in it, you never have to you really wouldn't have to take it off at all. I mean, you would if you want to change things up and, you know, take a new picture or whatever. But I think it's I don't know, the listing. I have no idea maybe it's like not getting the bill at the end of the month. I have no idea what it brings enjoyment, but I do like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think probably, you know, maybe not getting for those people that, you know, are on eBay and they're paying, you know, a monthly bill. And I like that. I can, you know, if I wanted to, I could have 20,000 things over there if I wanted to, you know, and not get a bill, you know, until it sells. And not
now, Kathy, do you sell a lot on Posh? Is it a lot of your sales on Posh, or is a lot of it on eBay, Kathy?
And mine's been kind of mixed, but I haven't been messing with my eBay my Poshmark a whole lot because I've been trying to update everything, adding all the extra categories and stuff in there with the little meme things. So I'm hoping with me doing that, I'm hoping this week I'm going to see, because I finished everything up this weekend. So I'm going to try to see, and I'm going to try to do the 30-minute method and see how it does. And then Marcelle's sharing my morning stuff with all my other followers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I've had a good bit, but my Macari is hitting me better than it is Poshmark right now. So,
that's good.
That is good.
I've only sold one thing in Macari, and that was a while ago.
And I'm up to like almost 20 on Macari right now, but I have a good bit on. I had a good bit on Poshmark too. But like I said, I don't know if I've never been through the summertime with Poshmark, so I don't know if maybe this is one of the things like kind of like eBay does. We have
like a slowdown.
You know, it could be the same way. So, you know, I guess we'll see, because this is my first summer. So, but I mean, I do good on Poshmark, but I'm hoping now maybe changing things up, it'll maybe help me.
Yeah, I mean, you've got three different, you know, platforms that you're selling on. So it's, you know, if one doesn't sell good, hopefully the other ones kind of make up for it, you know. And
I sold something on Etsy the other day. I'm like, I haven't been in my Etsy shop. I don't even know, like, it's how it stays on there for 3 months or whatever. I don't even know how much stuff I have on there. I'm like, oh no. But I did. I sold that old picture.
I've been trying that Vennet. Because I think someone had said it in the morning thing one time, and I've been putting stuff up there for 3 weeks now.
On where?
Vented, yeah. So, we'll see how that goes, but it's just.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything over there. I think I have like 40 listings, but maybe it's just, you got to get more. Maybe the activity. I don't know. I tried the bump thing, and that cost $1 a shot.
Oh no.
And
oh no. I'm like, oh no, it's not my money. I'm like, what?
Don't do it.
I spent $10. Well, I wanted to see if that would, because
$1? Oh my God, I would kill myself. And not that I don't have $1. Don't get me wrong. I have plenty of money, but it's like, I'm just like, it's like go $1. I don't know. It just, it just like drives me nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know why you did it, to try it, but like,
I wanted to try it and see if
you're a daredevil, Valerie.
brought in sales. I wanted to see if it actually made a difference. If it made a difference, no, I didn't get one sale out of it. It was $10 basically, because I only put it on 10 listings. I didn't do it on every one. But it didn't do anything. And I emailed Vented and asked them, how do you get sales on this platform? And they're like, well, you just list things and you can bump them. That always helps, but it's not necessary. And so it's like, well.
And what's Vented? What do you sell on there? What's the platform?
Clothing, purses, kids' clothes, men's clothes. So mainly just like Posh.
Just like Posh. Okay, I didn't know if it was hard goods as well or just Vintage. Might be a vintage, so I thought it was like a vintage store.
No, but it's I like it. I haven't gotten any sales. I get a lot of favorites and a lot of hearts and whatever that means. But I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, hot me with some cash, pal.
Just post over there, and I'm just going to keep on doing it, and see if it may be like a True Gather thing, where you just kind of let it sit, and every once in a while you get a sale from there. So it may be like that too.
Yeah, they don't have the share of the parties or anything like that on the Vennet.
No.
I don't know if it's because since they charge the buyer the fees, maybe that's why it's not hitting off right now. It may be something they're trying out. It's just kind of, I don't know. If that's what we're talking about tonight, maybe because since they charge the buyers the fees, maybe that's why they're not hitting so much. But it's still a platform to put it somewhere.
Right.
So. Yeah, I'm trying to bring I say platforms down, but trying to keep it. Like I had 3 eBay stores. I had a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm trying to dwindle it down to just a few and then concentrate on those. Because I used to if something came out, I'd be like, oh, I used to do Bonanza. I used to do this one. I used to do that. And it's like, then you sell 1 or 2 things and then you have to worry about it being cross. It's like, so I'm trying to hone it down. I have Etsy store for the older stuff, eBay and Poshmark, and then I'll do a few local. I'd rather do some local because then, it gets it out fast and you don't have to ship stuff, especially breakable stuff. And
I think that Vennet does local too. I think you can set it up for a local pickup. Because I set mine up this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Well, OfferUp does you can do it. You can ship it now, and it's like you can do a local or ship.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
But yeah, on OfferUp. Yep. The only thing is, I hate it because if you don't I see you always have to move it up. You have to delete it and restart it. You can't just bump it. Well, you can if you want to pay. I think it's something, I don't know, $2. I don't even know what it is to bump it up.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Do it anyway, so.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it because it's like, really? Like, if I could do it for free, why would I pay? I'm not that successful to be paying $2 or whatever to, my stuff doesn't fly out the door that fast. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
If it did, then I wouldn't mind dishing out the money. But for me, it's like, okay, so now I have to make up that extra money, But yeah, they do it. But and I did it for a few things, but I still never heard it. And I don't know, how far down. And I had hundreds of things on there. And then I archived it all because I'm like, stuff was in there, for like a few months. I'm like, if someone's looking at that, they're going to often lowball me and say, oh, you still have that? Okay, she's, So I put a few things up. I sold one thing. That was it. The weirdest things sell. It's weird, but yeah, the stuff that you don't think, there's stuff that you're like, oh, that's going to sell, doesn't.
It's true.
That is.
So Mary O, she says she's been sharing on her phone, and she tried to share on her laptop, but she can't seem to find out how to do that. Well, we can do a screen share, and I can show you how to do that.
While you pull up the screen share, the other day I was trying to share someone's closet, and it asked me if I was a robot.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that?
I get that a lot.
Oh, did you? I was like, what? I'm like, I must be good. It was the first, I had just started doing it, and it was like, you a robot. I said, click here or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I just started. Had I been doing it for a while, I would have been like, yes, I'm super fast. Okay, I just wanted to see if anybody else got that.
I know they're asking for something.
I've only seen it once.
That's what I told Valerie. I said, man, I must be super fast because they think I'm a robot.
Mr. Sally Roboto.
I got a huge head.
Marshall's like, what world?
Okay, so I'm going to go down to my likes. I'm going to go to Mary's, since she asked the question. I'm going to go to her closet. So there is Mary's closet. So I'm going to go over here to Mary's World and click on that. And that's going to bring up her closet. So what you'll do is you'll go to your first item, and right here where the arrows, the two arrows are going like in a box form, you're going to click on that, and then you click to my followers or to whatever it goes to. And that's it. And I mean, you can do that pretty quick. If you're just going through, I like it. I like doing my shares on my desktop.
Okay.
And that's it.
Don't get out of your screen shares. We have another one that you probably can do on screen share.
Okay.
Summer wants to know, there's a few people that somehow share my closet every time I list something new. How do they have me saved? Because I would like to do the same. So show her how we do our favorites.
Favorites. Oh, like Meet the Posher?
Yeah, like Meet the Posher, how you go in and find your favorites.
Yeah, but how would you know what someone has something new in it? It tells you? I mean, I know it says just in, but it doesn't give you like a notification like someone you saved has added new items, does it?
I don't think so.
I'm asking Kathy because she she knows more than I do. I'm asking. I'm supposed to be on the panel. I'm asking. So
usually it's just whatever they have, like
just in
her items. She'll see that they're sharing her items, so she's going to see that. So anything that she puts in the closet new, I don't know how they see it. They could just be following her just as a favorite because they like what she has in her closet and possibly want to buy from her. So when they go in there, they're probably sharing it because it's not something they probably still want to buy at that time. But still sharing her closet because they like it.
Right.
So that's possible.
Maybe it's one of us sharing. She probably think one of us is a stalker.
Okay, so so when you like a closet, you're just going to click on the heart, correct?
Yeah, just find one of your closets that you have. So if she goes into
why don't you do a screen share because you know what you're doing.
Well, go ahead. Just go into any. Oh, okay. I hate screen shares.
Come on.
I don't do it very well.
It's okay.
Hang on. Let's try this. Let's see if I can do this.
You can do
see
it.
On the side.
You can do it.
So over here, let's see. I'm trying to make. Can you see my closet?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, let me go find one of our new people here. Let's see. Let's follow him. Let's see. Hopefully he has a share in here. Okay. So what you'll do is I just go to his about. So I go into the closet, just go to the about. And then I want to go over here to that Meet the Posher and then see the little heart down there at the bottom. Just click on it. And then I'll go back up to my light. And then he'll be in there. So I can just go back to his closet and share his closet the next morning.
Well, I think she's saying, and if you go into that closet on Mr. Batcave, and I'll shut up after you do it. So don't do it because it's probably stuck on me. But she's saying like just in, you know how you go into their thing, you can go into their booth and see what they just put in.
Okay, when you're at his closet, like say if he had something in here, let's see, let's go to somebody that has something because he don't have nothing in there. Let's go to Miss Anissa. So we're gonna put what she has. Just go over here to the sort by, just shared, just in, and that's some of the new stuff that she possibly put in that I may not have shared. Now some of it all kinds of pulls up, but this is like the freshest stuff in her closet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you would go in and see what they just got in. So it's probably somebody following her that's looking to see what she has in that they possibly may like on their side.
Yeah, if you're looking at somebody and you've already looked at their booth, and then you said, "Oh, I like what they have, but they don't have my size, but I like their style." If you looked at just in, they might only have 10 things each day. That's probably what they're doing.
Right, and then of course, I think you have you have also your dressing room. Like, let's go back to my closet real quick. It's horrible. Don't look at it. But you can go like to your dressing room, and then you have all like your sizes and stuff that you can put in here about yourself, and then set up.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't do all.
Because I keep saying to myself like, "Oh, well, by next year I'll be down 10 pounds."
Yeah, but you can put all your stuff in there that you have, and that stuff that you follow that people can follow that brand also in that style.
Mm-hmm. So I hope that answered your question, Mary and Summer.
I lost all side of the chat. I'm sorry.
So Kathy, so you're saying that if just say I put my size in or whatever, and I said I like, I don't know, Free People or whatever, it'll come up if someone puts one of the people that I liked puts new Free People in my size up. Will it come up? I wonder.
I don't know. I follow the brands, but I don't have any brands that I shop for because I really don't have. I probably need to do that.
I'll have to try it. I'll have to put in a fake size and try it.
Because I know that I've seen a lot of people that follow through the brands. That's why I say anytime that you have a brand that you're selling, follow them because it pushes it in there.
Right.
And it gives you more exposure or so. But yeah, I need to try that to see if that works. I'm like,
to see if that person, because I'm just, now that she's saying that, how did they know that she had it in? Either they're following her and they just know, or they look just in, or maybe there's something else that we don't know. It'd be interesting to find out.
And it could be somebody like us that's just sharing that she's one of their favorites because either they know them off, one of the shows or something, or they like their closet and it's something they like to.
Huh.
Did Kathy freeze? Oh,
the ghost came in and took her away. Kathy, go back.
You froze?
I'm nosy.
There you are.
You froze.
Yeah, you froze big time.
I did. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, the ghost came in front of you. It blocked you.
Oh my gosh. So Junk Trader says, got a serious question. I saw someone followed me and went to follow back and got this 3-second message. Whoops, access to wholesale listing and closets is limited to Posh sellers with 10 or over sales. And an average rating of 4.5 or over. What does that mean?
What's he saying?
I wonder if they're
like a wholesale seller or something. I don't know. I've never had that.
Yeah, if they're wholesale set, yeah, that's only when she has to meet the criteria. She has to have 10 or more sales and have 4.5 plus ratings before she can become a wholesale buyer. Yeah, you can buy wholesale from them. It's boutique. It's not really boutique. It's more the wholesale.
Okay.
So you have to meet those criteria before you can go into their stores. Is why.
Okay.
Yes, that's what that was.
So just think of it as like the X-rated area of Poshmark.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. It's pretty much it. So unless you're over 10 sales plus and 4.5 at that time, then yeah, you can't go in, young lady.
I can get into the X-rated part of Posh. Yay!
But
but I don't need
analogy, but
Yeah, I know, but I don't need the wholesale stuff. I need someone to come in and buy all mine in one big clump. Oh.
That's funny.
Okay, so Shannon was saying that Posh brings up your closets on their screen and notifies them of your new listings. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But
Who said that?
Shannon is in the chat. I'm not gonna butcher her last name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Shannon. So she said that it brings it. Ask her where. I'm asking. Ask her where. Shannon, where? I know. I'm not. I know. I feel like I can't do anything because I don't have my thing. So
yeah, she's like on
like
the main Posh screen under your list, under the listing. She was saying, I've not seen it, so I just assume people just follow.
Oh, in the feed, you mean? Oh, yeah. In your feed, it says new items listed by you. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, on your feed. Yeah, it says new items listed by people that you follow or whatever. It comes in.
Yeah.
It's like so the second part. Yeah.
That's how they'll know.
Yeah, but I follow so many people that I can't, like, I wouldn't, No, I'm just saying how you follow so many people that continuously rolls for me. So it's not like
he does
my likes people that did it. Do you know what I mean? Like my likers.
Yeah. And she's saying, yeah, it's the feed. She says
it's the feed. Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know. I was thinking it was something good.
And hey, Shannon,
but it is good if you don't know. Yeah. No, it's good to know. It's good for us to tell other people. Like I've seen it, but I didn't even.
Well, that's why I like this show is because I mean we have help all over the place. There's something, I just know that some people follow certain brands, some people follow certain sellers. They look to see what's new in. So I know that's my experience, but yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the hot ones, my likes. I wasn't thinking my followers because there's so many that it continuously rolls. My feed always, the more followers you have. I mean, you follow.
Let's see here. I'm way behind on the chat.
Yeah, I got a little behind too.
I don't have a chat, so I'm screwed.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm reading.
You read the chat. You read the chat, I'll just chat up.
You can't hear me? You can hardly hear me, Alana? That's weird.
Okay.
Probably because of my big mouth. It's my big mouth. See, this is why I don't come on the show.
No.
It is.
You don't get any excuses.
That's right. Resale Tesla wants to know, there has been, this has probably been asked, but is there a way to share the whole closet or do you always have to share individual listings?
Individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know of a way to do the whole thing. I think it's individual. I mean, unless they change something, but
you can share like on Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and stuff like that. You can do the whole closet on your phone. But individually is your normal.
They want you to do item by item.
Sure. Yeah.
Which makes sense because otherwise you'd see like 500 items come up every 5 seconds. It wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't be the same type of sharing. I mean, yeah, it'd be easier for us all, but it wouldn't be probably as lucrative for us either.
No. Because I don't, like if somebody shares my stuff to Twitter, I can imagine that I really don't pay any attention to that. So I can imagine that more than likely, a lot of other people aren't paying attention to that either. Maybe they do. I could be wrong, but
I didn't even know I had a Twitter, so.
I have a Twitter. I had Twitter because way back Bonanza, just set one up. I don't really use it because you know how I don't like social media.
Right.
Well, it's so funny. I had Twitter, and I think it's under bargain. I don't even know what it's under. Maybe I don't. Maybe by my first. I don't even know what it's under. It was from Bonanza. My neighbor found me and followed me, and I'm like, how in the hell could he find me? Because I don't even know my name on Twitter. Like, I don't even know what it is. So I'm not even sure I think it might be Carol My Closet or something. It's something weird. It's like, because it was my thing on Bonanza way back in the day was called My Closet. Because I used to have a gift closet, I used to call it. Like I'd put my stuff and put it there for gifts.
Yeah.
So that's what, and I put it on there. But my neighbor followed me. I'm like, how in the hell did he find me on this? It must be by location or something. I don't even know how it works. But I was like, I thought it was funny. I'm like,
I have no
because
idea.
For people
I didn't really have any
in the
followers.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. I was just like, but I mean, to find me, it wasn't even my name. It was just, oh,
Let's see. Does she have a Posh Pit too? Who's that? Yeah, if you go into the reseller squad, we do have a post or I think it's a document where you can go into and look at. We've got a building list of people that have closets, so you can, get that and then go and share and like those closets if you want to. People around here.
Yeah.
Not around here, but yeah, in the computer.
In our little computer monitor here.
Absolutely.
My little world that I just hold on to.
I'm the same way. I don't use my Twitter at all. I just I have it. I really couldn't even tell you what my.
I don't even know how to use it really, like with the hashtag, and I have no idea. That's another thing. Like I signed up for it on Bonanza. I still don't know. I still don't understand it.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Shantae, I will go look at that and find out why you couldn't put yours on there. Your closet.
Yeah, I don't have to tweet either. So.
Make a note of that. I'll find out why. Junk Trader. Maybe I should learn might be a few grand messages I want to tweet. There you go. Maggie Doodle says I read a lot on Twitter, but I don't tweet. I share on Poshmark listings share some Poshmark listings to Pinterest. Anyone have any Croc sandals size 10?
I wish.
I don't.
Not me.
No, size 7.
Oh shoot! Now my phone's dying. Oh my phone's dying now. It's in. I'm telling you. See, if I could sell on Poshmark, I can't even get my phone charged.
Yep.
Okay.
Junk Trader says I'm on Instagram and I'm not doing pictures right. Cropping heads off reminds me of 35mm cameras.
I know, right?
No, a head was chopped off till you got the pictures exactly.
I know.
Remember those days. Yep. Johanna, she said a size 10.
Pink one.
Johanna says she has a pair of pink Crocs.
Oh, there's Todd. Hi, Todd.
If you want, you can put your closet in so she can go take a look at them.
I wish I had Crocs because I could have made a sale.
Those things sell really good, actually.
I don't like Crocs. I had some when they first came out way back,
Mm-hmm.
and they were comfortable, but they weren't cute on me.
No.
Although I wear clogs, so I don't know why I don't. They were very comfortable to work out in the yard, but you would think I'd like them because I like clogs.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
I don't know why it says that.
Nobody's ignoring you, Todd. We know you're there.
I said, hey.
I'm ignoring everybody because I don't have the chat.
Nothing.
Native shoes for a toddler. Yeah. If you have any want or in search of or something like that, you guys can put it over in the reseller squad too. Just put a link in there and see if somebody has something. That would be all right. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Would you, Sally?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
I mean, I'd rather buy from you guys than
I agree.
from
Me
Okay.
too.
else, I mean, that's you're helping everybody.
Exactly.
So
how to ramp it up? What do we do to ramp? Yeah, how do we do it? I watched a couple of videos on the 30-minute miracle or whatever it's called, and and I they swear by it. There's some people that I guess there's some people that say that it didn't work for them, but maybe they weren't like doing it right or whatever.
right.
What miracle? What are you talking about?
What?
30-minute method.
Oh, I'm like, there's something called a miracle. I was like, what? You guys are keeping this from me. I'm not on Facebook. You guys put this in the Facebook group. I don't know about it.
Oh my God.
If there's any miracles happening, I want to know about it. Yeah, I haven't done the 30-minute method.
Get on
I
Facebook,
know.
Carol. You'll learn some miracles. Yeah, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna write down all my information before I start. And you can't hear me?
I don't know why.
I can hear you.
I can hear you just
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Can y'all hear Sally out there?
Testes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it and see how I do.
Really?
That's weird.
It might be on your. Maybe mess with your volume.
Can they not hear anybody or just Sally?
Says they can barely hear either of you.
Karen can hear us. You might need a refresh or something.
You might need to refresh your computer or adjust your volume on your computer.
I talk so loud when I have these earbuds in. Honest to God, when I have these in, I'm sorry to everybody that's listening because I scream because I can't hear myself, so I think that everybody else can't hear myself. So I'm like, and I'm screaming. So even if I wasn't, they couldn't hear me, they could hear me.
You're good, Carol. You're good. So yeah, I'm gonna try that and see if I can improve what. I mean, I don't have but 78 listings.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot. I mean, you work full time. I mean, you're always making those darn donuts.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
you work so many hours and you come home, you're tired. Like, I don't even know how you have time to even list that.
Yeah.
I've only slept like 3 hours today.
I know you on the morning show.
Barely.
And then she went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's.
Then her sister gets her back on the show.
And then I went yard selling.
You did? Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been to a yard sale.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
I've had a yard sale, but I've never went to a yard sale and bought anything.
Why?
Never went to, because I feel awkward. Like if I go to someone's house and I don't buy anything, I feel like I have to buy something, and I don't know. It's just a weird feeling.
You just say, thank you so much. Have good luck on your yard sale. Good luck on your yard sale.
I know. One time, me and my sister had one at my house because it's busy around here, and she lives like out in the boonies, so it's not busy. So she brought all the stuff here, or whatever. I can handle the yard sale. Like I can handle the people. I don't care. I bother with them. Although it's worse. Like I'm like, no, I'm not taking it. I'm like really bad. One guy, I'm like, no, I'm not giving that to you. They left. I go, they're gonna come back. They came back for it. Please, my sister
is a really good way, though, Carol, to get inventory for really cheap.
I know. I don't know why. I feel awkward.
You find all kinds.
See, if I lived near Val, we could be yard sale buddies. You know how you want a yard sale buddy? Because Brian won't go.
Oh God.
Yep.
He thinks I have too much shit as it is. I don't need any more.
That's what Brian thinks.
Sorry, Val.
He's just gonna
go home with stuff.
But it really is a good way to get
I know you get it at cheap prices. I know, and I don't know what it is. I just can't.
You get good items.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
I never went into a Goodwill until like 2 years ago, or a thrift store.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think you need to kind of venture out.
Venture out? I know.
Yeah.
Hey, going to a thrift store was like a big
You're so
venture
sheltered.
out. I know.
Just think of this. You can find better stuff at a yard sale than you can at a thrift store.
This is how I started. This is how I started going to a thrift store. I did retail arbitrage, so like I buy even at Kohl's. It doesn't have to be high end stores. I buy stuff at Nordstrom. I buy stuff all over, right?
Right.
And I was watching a YouTuber, and they were selling used stuff like better than I was buying new stuff. I was like, "What?" And making more money at it. I'm like, I gotta try this. And it's true. Like, and I go to the bins. Like, yeah, I went from not going into any thrift stores to going to the bins.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my, wow.
But I haven't gone to a yard sale yet. I had one, but I never gone to it yet. I did go to I did go to a church sale because to support the church or whatever. Like, you know, they have a little Christmas thing, and they have some people have stuff sell. They give stuff to sell. I've been to those a couple times because it was for the church. But other than that, I never went to someone's yard and said, okay, how much is for this? And I'd probably pay too much. Like, I don't know. I'm not a good barterer. I can barter the other way. Like, if someone's trying to get something from me, I'll be like, no. But I can't. I can't. I'm not good at it. Like, I'd be paying the sticker price and say, "Wow, that's a good deal." I'm a better shopper than I am thrifter. How's that?
Well, the first thing I would say is, number one, to go to a sale, go to a yard sale, and just see how it is.
I know. I just feel awkward going. It's so weird. I know. I'm talking to a bunch of thrifters that like
90% of people. I wouldn't say, maybe not that many. I would say probably 80% of people pay what they're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
I know when we had a yard sale, like if someone came and didn't buy anything, I was depressed. So I would hate to make someone else feel that way. I'm not right. No, I'm not right. I'd be buying stuff that I don't need. I'd be throwing it out after. I'd feel bad, especially if it was like really crap. I mean, I would be like, "Oh, these people are not going to sell anything."
You could put it for free gifts in your Posh stuff that you send out. See, you got to think of it a whole different way.
I could do what? I could do what?
Buy at the yard sale. Put it for your free gifts for your Poshmark stuff that you send out.
Yeah,
got a market. If you don't want it.
I mean, I think just going there and kind of seeing how they work.
No, I do. I want to try it, but like it's like a stretch. Yeah. It's like a stretch for me. It's not even right. He's like, I have to have coaxing. This is sad. People, this is sad. I'm like, please give me the attaboy. Like, go try it.
But it's not. I don't be pressured about worrying about having to make a deal or getting the lowest price. I mean, you know what things go for. You know
Evidently not.
What's a good price for an item. So, you just go there and and if you don't buy anything, at least say thank you and good luck, on your sale or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't usually walk away because I think that's rude.
Do you guys go every weekend?
I don't go a whole lot.
No.
Okay. No.
I probably go maybe once a month. Usually at the beginning of the month I'll go. But yeah.
Yeah, it just depends if I have the money to spend,
Right.
on inventory. That's basically what I base it on, and then I look, and
Yep.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
But today, I mean, it's what day is it today?
Monday.
Monday. So they had a yard sale on Monday, which
Wow.
is
On Monday?
weird. Yeah.
That is weird.
And it's what it is it's basically it's kind of like a disability center, I guess, to where like if you need like skills, learning how to make a bed or learning how to cook food or whatever, they would go there and learn how to do that. So they have like all kinds of stuff that gets donated to them.
Right.
And then they do these yard sales. So, yeah.
Oh, that would be even worse if I knew it was going to like someone disabled or someone needs help. Oh, I'd be paying full price on everything. Oh no, I'd be like, oh no, how can I like talk someone down?
It was donation.
I know, but then I think like, oh, somebody's learning how to like, you know, do a life skill. How could I talk someone?
You're not cheating anybody out of anything.
No.
Huh?
I mean, you're not cheating anybody out of anything. I mean, if they don't get any money for this, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I know, but I'm just saying, but I would go in there, see something I want and pay full price because I feel like, well, it is going to help somebody.
Well, it was donation.
I think a karma. You think I'd have good karma? I don't. Oh.
I think you have a good heart. I really do.
So too.
So I don't care what you say.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I think she's
no,
trying to
I am nice, but I just don't show it. Deep down, I'm nice.
Did you hear what I said, Carol?
Oh, what?
I said, I think you're trying to make yourself out to be a badass or something.
No, I'm not as nice as people think. Like I'm really super sweet, and I'm like, oh, I'm probably giving the wrong impression. I don't want to. You know how like Nikki met Tara? They'd be like, she's not that nice. She's cranky. They'd be like, she's awful. You know how Tara was saying Nikki's just as sweet in person?
Yeah.
You guys would be like, you're off the show. You're out of here. Oh, please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Summer,
And
I'm ready for that question.
I never been to a flea market either.
Wow. You're way sheltered.
I have to like expand my horizons.
We used to sell. We used to sell at the flea market.
I did one time. I sold something at a flea market. I did a flea market. I used to date this kid way back in the day, and we did a whole bunch of stuff. My mother cleaned out all her closets or whatever, and I sold there, but I've never bought anything or walked around it. I just like to take in money. Oh my God!
You out of the house.
So Summer wants to know, how do you save someone to your likes if they don't have a Meet the Posher? So, and this is what I do, is you can go to any of their items and just click on the heart, and that will bring that person up and keep it in your likes, so you can go into their closet and share their stuff.
I just
and if
usually
they have nothing,
Right?
I just usually do it on something that I know I wouldn't be interested in, because like I have some hats and shoes up there right now that, you know, like I might get that mixed up and, you know, and not be able to know who you are.
Right.
But yeah, that's an easy way to do it.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Summer.
Yeah.
That's good. I click on the heart and it's something that's sold. Okay.
I always used to do ones that are not for sale.
That's true. You can do that too.
Well, that way I don't get all those offers. You know how they send
Right,
those offers? Like,
right.
I just do what's not for sale. That makes it
That's
easy.
true. I never thought about that, but that's a good idea.
I'm going to send an offer to everybody that's liked me, the Posh. That'll be $1 million offer. Free shipping. I'll bring myself there.
Yeah, I think you do, Karen. Let me go.
Yeah,
Look.
some do, some don't. They've allowed you the option to do it later. So you may see some that don't have Meet the Posher.
Yeah.
Before you used to have to fill it out to begin with, but now you don't have to.
And I think there's some people that like use it as a listing or something, right? They like delete it or something.
It used to be able to
I
delete
could be
it,
wrong.
yeah, but the meet the
Have a good night, Alana.
Hi, Alana. Oh, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, I'd be going to. Bye. See y'all. But yeah, I always go to that. I always do the not for sale.
Yeah, you just go to the about, and then yeah, you don't have a meet the posher, Karen. So you know, we would just go to something that's already sold or not for sale.
Yeah.
And just heart that. Yeah, the numerous offers. I don't know. I've been getting those a lot too. But that's okay. That's bad. I haven't even filled that out. Have to spruce up my page. That's all right. Bye, Alana. All right. I think we got all the questions taken care of.
Looks like it.
I wonder if there's any others out there. Well, it was a good show. I've enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. Carol, I knew you were going to be, you know, you're always like so
I'm crazy. This is why I don't want to be on this show.
I want you to be on the show.
Next time I'm just going to be in mute. I'm just going to be in mute. I'm just going to stand here.
You know that.
I feel like I'm wicked bad at like cutting in on people and just like saying whatever I feel and blah 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 blah.
We'll just cut right in. If we got to say something, we'll just cut right in.
No, I'll just keep going. You don't know.
then I'll mute you.
Oh yeah, you mute me. Yeah. That's what you should do. Just get me a mute. See how long I keep talking. You guys can have that would be hysterical.
No, would it?
Oh my god, that would be so funny. I would find it hilarious. Can you imagine me sitting there going like this and saying, "So, what do you guys think?" And then you guys are all like in another conversation.
I always do that anyways.
I've done it.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. If you ever did that to me, Val, I would die laughing. Oh my god, I would be like, I wouldn't be upset. I would think it's funny.
All right.
I don't get upset about stuff like that. Oh my god.
You set it up. You set it up. All right, guys. I think we're good for this Posh Pit. We got a lot of questions answered. And is there anything that we got to check on with Poshmark as far as like emailing them or anything like that you know?
Oh yeah, that email. Yeah, the email that I sent out. I don't know if everybody knows, but I've been going through all just kind of hearing all the stuff that's going on with about hiring the Posh sharers or the software. I did email them. I'm waiting for another extensive email to come back. They did say in their email that if you hire a Posh sharer, that is totally up to you. It's the discretion of your own account. But as far as the software, they're not affiliated with it. So I have gone back with extra questions for them to get them more in depth, yes or no. Once I get that, I'll share that on the reseller squad. But yeah, I mean, they said that it's your discretion. So if you hire a Posh sharer, if something pretty much, well, I guess basically happens to your account, then it's on you. And that's kind of what I'm kind of trying to find out with them too, if that's the true answer for sure. So
right.
Once I find out, I'll share everything.
Okay. Because I mean, you don't want to get in trouble. You know, if you do have you know, either whether you go with the software link or, you know, an actual person or a virtual assistant or whatever, you know, you just want to make sure that, you know, that's okay.
Yeah, because I mean,
you don't want to lose your account.
Yeah, you don't. And as I said, don't put your account in jeopardy because someone says it's okay. Ask Poshmark. You know, that's why, like I said, I asked. You know, the way it sounds, I don't know if they're saying a physical person that you can see in front of you that is you're hiring a sharer, or if you can hire somebody online. I don't know. That they didn't give great detail. They just said it's going to be up to your discretion. So you have to do what's right for your company. So hopefully I'll get more answers. Like I said, I asked more in-depth questions, so I'm hoping we'll get some more answers. If not, I'll ask again. I don't mind. So yeah, hopefully we'll find out some more answers.
Good to know. All right, guys. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We've been on for an hour and a half, so it was a good show, and we found out a lot of information. I hope everybody had a great time, got some laughs in, and had some fun. So we'll see you we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
for the reseller shoe. Anyway, you know that thing that happens tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll see you over there. All right, guys. Bye now.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.